when I started, I wasn't big on gospel chops, and I wasn't even big on rudiments. I just liked the rhythm and I liked to play. So when the gospel chops DVD first dropped and I seen the first shed session, it was like, these combinations of feels. So I took my whole high school 4 years to just practice things I had never played before. Gospel chops, then applying rudiments, then I got into jazz drumming, and then it's just a developing stage.
And this is so funny. I would watch gospel chops. I would watch gospel chops in between classes and like just study the videos and like watch videos and go home and like remember the chops and remember the grooves that were on there and go home and just like blaze, like just chop, shed out stuff. And I would do that. I would get home probably from my classes like around 11:30. I would play until 6 at night.
growing up in a musical family, it was fun. It was a lot of fun. Had a lot of singing, a lot of random family competitions, and just singing, dancing, anything musical. Um, my four sisters, I have four sisters. They all sing. My parents sing as well, and my parents are musicians. My dad is an organist. Now I'm pastoring, and my mom is she's a flutist. Is that what you call it? And my oldest sister is an organist as well, and I picked that up from just watching and listening. And growing up in a musical family, it's cool because the music doesn't stop when you're young or when you move out the house. It don't stop. It keep going. We still get together, my family, and we do music often together, often as we can.
Growing up playing drums, as a kid, my parents were 100% behind what I was doing at all times. And they always encouraged me to practice. And my dad always had like different styles of music in my ear. He always listened to different stuff. So it was good, man. My dad like really nurtured me and like kind of like showed me the right paths to go down as far as music and stuff. So it was good. It was really, really good.
As a child, no formal lessons. Just kind of went to church and watched the drummer all the time. Kind of glued there every week. And from there, I would go home, do my beating. On weekend, go to church and watch. And repeat it till I developed and matured in the music.
It didn't matter what it was, 2 hangers, 2 sticks, 2 spoons, a spoon and a knife. It didn't matter what he had. He was walking around with it, and he would take plastic chairs, pots and pans, and he would just set it up just like it was a drum set. And he would start just beating on those objects, and sometimes we would have to tell him, don't beat so loud, come on, bring it down just a little bit, but he was, I believe, starting right from the womb.
Shut up. Whatever that was.
Well, I can start off with Tim. First being interested in drums. Basically, when he was about 3 months old, I can recall propping him up in the walker. And you know how they have the little trays on them? He would bang so much on those trays to where we used to call him Bam Bam. He loved to bang on things. He would find anything he could to bang on, whether it being the table, the tray, anything, just at 3 months old. Growing up, he pretty much liked to bang on anything he could get his hands on. Any type of toy, instrument, anything. He would use it to bang on something. I can recall him crawling, finding my pots and pans and banging them together, trying to figure out what noise was what and what it would do. He would bang on the pillows and the cushions on the couch and anything to make a different sound. Basically, he grew up around music. Our family is very musical. We played music constantly, driving in the car, around the house. Saturdays we would do cleanup days and play music all day long. Tim would enjoy that very much and try to find a beat to go with anything.
I always had a pair of sticks in my hand, like just walking around the house or beating on something. I remember I probably got a drum set when I was probably like 2 or something like that, and then I trashed it, and then I got another drum set. My dad surprised me with a drum set when I was like maybe 3rd or 4th grade. I think it was 3rd grade. And then I trashed that one. And then I didn't get another kit until probably like I was a junior or senior in high school. My school actually gave me a drum set, which was really cool. So yeah, I would practice. I think it was my senior year. So yeah, I would practice a lot, like at the house, and my parents would never say anything. Like they wouldn't tell me to stop or anything like that until like it was like, you know, got too late or something like that. But they always encouraged me to practice, and it was really loud too. The only person in my house who probably gave me like trouble was probably my little brother, because we shared rooms, and he's a lot younger than I am. So yeah, but it was cool. Yeah.
My little brother hated it. He's like 6 years younger than me. I would like have my drum set up or something like that, and he would just come home from school and just totally like knock down my drums, like, oh, stupid drums everywhere, blah blah blah. We had to share a room, so you know, I could only imagine what it was like for him. He would come home from a long hard day of elementary school to like a room full of drums, you know, stepping on them or not hurting his foot. But he would hate it, man. I remember once, I guess he got really mad and he broke my foot pedal, and I wasn't too happy about that, and my dad wasn't either.
usually just do hand stuff. Occasionally stomp on the floor, but not often. Sometimes kick the drum. But I used to just do a lot of hands, just hands, cause that's all I had. Sticks and drums, shells, no pedals. Up until then, I just let that go after it was still crappy. So by the time I got in 6th grade, my parents, we got our own house, and then took me a while to get a drum set. Took me up at least until my 8th grade year. Nope, just still didn't have a kit. What did I do? I did a lot of pillow practicing, a lot of couch practicing, stair practicing. I always had sticks. But I didn't get my first kit till I was in high school, actually. And I didn't buy it. My buddy, Terry Harris, the keyboard player, he got this drum kit, nice pearl kit. I don't even remember where he got it from, but he had this nice pearl. And then he told me I can buy this pearl for $100. So, oh man. So I ended up getting the drums, never gave him the 100. It was awful, but it was great. That's my guy. But he gave me my first pair of drums, real drums. And from that moment, I always practice. Now that's when it started.
next trick I was gonna do, the next flashy thing, but it's not even about that. Like, as I got older, I started to realize, like, that's not what it's about. It's about playing from your heart and you know, just playing what comes out. Whatever comes out is gonna come out. And if you have a bad attitude, or if you have arrogant spirit or attitude, that's gonna come out in your playing. People can know. People can tell. Like, you might not know, but people can tell if you're being arrogant or if you're being a show off. And people also can tell when you're playing from the heart. They can feel it more so, you know? So, I just always try to play from my heart and not for the oohs and ahs, because that'll get you every time. Like, take it from me, because I've been there. I try to play for the oohs and ahs, and it's not really that successful. Like, half the time you're going to mess up because you're trying to force stuff anyway. Just play from the heart. Just play from the heart. Yeah, I actually never told anybody this story, but John P. Key was in town, was playing at the church or whatever, and I had to play for an artist that was opening up for him. And the choir before the group I was playing for were just getting finished or whatever, so they started to tag the song. So they were like getting hyped or whatever. So I asked the drummer to let me get on, just to impress John P. Key's musicians, which is not a good thing. So I like tapped him on the shoulder, hey, let me play. So dude was like, okay, cool. You know, I got on and started playing or whatever, and they just ended the song immediately. So the cats behind me just started laughing. John P. Key's musicians were just laughing at me. And I know Chris Key personally. He was just like, oh man. And like some of the other players were just like looking and like this cat right here, what is he doing? That was probably the worst feeling in my life. Like, from that moment on, I was like, dude, I will never, ever, ever do that again. I knew better anyway, but it's just like self gets in the way. You want to dude, at the end of the day, you want to be heard. You want everybody to hear you, you know what I'm saying? But at that same time, you have to be humble. Your time will come, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, that was one of the worst things that probably ever happened to me. That song ended right away, right when I got on. And then when I started to play for the artist I was playing for, one of the keyboard players, I think his name is Evan Bryce or something like that, the keyboard player got up and did the same thing to me, like, hey, let me get on. And it really didn't click at that moment, but after I got off, I was kind of getting like dirty looks, and I was like, oh, that's what he was doing. I'm like, dude, what are you doing? I went home like, dude, what are you doing? Like, you don't do that. So yeah, learn from me. Never ever do that. That's stupid. That's one of the dumbest things you can do. Just play from the heart, man. Your time will come to shine.
Shut up, dude.
What am I
Hey,
gonna do now?
I'm just trying to keep up with you,
Now,
man.
what am I finna do now?
Shoot.
Now, you better go in there and apologize to them people.
Nah, man. Hey, dude.
That's dope.
You do you, bro.
Appreciate it.
Ah.
Appreciate that. That's big right there, man. I was about 7 years old, and it was a drummer there already. He was about, I'd say he was about 10 years older. And when I came to the church, he was playing. My dad wanted me to play. So he kind of just lost his spot, the other drummer, to a young kid. So it was a lot of pressure, but at the same time it was none because my dad was running the show. So it's like, just go and do me.
Well, in the home, his mother and I, we're both Christians. So we started off, taking him to church. He's been raised in church his whole life. He knows the scriptures. He got a chance to grow up in the church. One church that I played for as a musician, and he was the drummer. They did an interview with him, some newspaper article, and he told the newspaper that he was raised to be the drummer for that church. So he was born in that church. When I first got there, he wasn't born yet, and as he got to be like 9 or 10, he was a church drummer. So, church is very influential on him. He's a good, grounded kid, as far as knowing the gospel, the word of God.
So yeah, when I got in about the 4th grade, I got a little school trouble. I was living with my grandma. I got some school trouble. Hid my report card. And my sister found it. And she ratted me out. But anyways, that moment, my dad made me stop going to church with my uncle, because I was playing in my uncle's church. He started made me come to church with him. And ever since then, it was all about discipline. That was it, all discipline. As far as being a musician, musicianship, paying attention, being attentive to what's going on, and like enhancing what you're doing, enhancing whatever project you're doing, church service, enhancing the service, or the gig, just enhancing, being attentive, and just being a disciplined musician. And it helped, and I'm thankful for that. I made so many mistakes. It's been times where I'm playing and when I come back to my senses, I realize I've been daydreaming for I don't know how long. And then my dad looking back, got the mean face on, I'm like, darn, I gotta start paying attention. And then maybe the next week, I just do something. I don't know, try to do too much or lose the beat. Like, what's you doing? He turned back with that mean face. One time, it got bad one day. I'm beating you when we get home. He didn't beat me when we got home, but it was the fact that he said it, and I thought he meant it. I was just like, oh, let me get my act together on these drums then. But, we all made mistakes coming up, but they help learn from your mistakes.
He and I, we played together. Myself as the minister of music, he was the drummer, and I just watched him through the years just develop. You know, his work ethic is just phenomenal. He could practice for 20 hours straight. And I remember as a child myself learning the piano. I was a self-taught musician, and I would sit at the piano from in the morning to at night. So that work ethic, I know that he's developed that. He worked real hard at that.
Y'all remember that old school church? Foot stomping, hand clapping, tambourine banging. Come on, come on. Yeah, let's turn this out. Hey, I don't know what you come to do. 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 I come to cry. I come to stomp. I come to do.
down, let me down. I'll say the worst letdown. It wasn't really musically. It was a drum off experience, but that's another story. Just, you feel like you did this way in this car one way, but I went through years of that. That's just one thing. But other than that, just like, no, music has been pretty darn good to me. The best thing I got, no doubt.
I believe that he had entered into the drum off, and he went to Chicago to enter, you know, in the competition, and somehow they got mixed up on the places to go. So by the time he figured out where he was supposed to be, it was too late for him to enter. Oh my God. He was so upset that he was not able to enter that night that he jumped out the car and started to walk around Chicago. Now we know how big Chicago is. And my daughter was riding around Chicago looking for him. He had people that had came from Milwaukee down there. They're riding around Chicago looking for him. They called us and said, we can't find him. You know, he was so upset that he missed that performance, and he was just really devastated by that, you know. And finally they found him. He was at the bus station, sitting in the bus station, and so devastated that, you know how big Chicago is, and you walk from where you are to a bus station, I don't know how many miles. So, you know, that was very rough and tough for him.
playing in church was, man, it was a really cool experience. When I was younger, I remember not being able to play because there were too many drummers. There were probably like 4 other drummers ahead of me because I was like the youngest cat. So once I was old enough to play, I remember my first time playing in church. And I was so stoked. I was just like, just looking down at the foot pedal, trying to see if everything was right. And I don't know, it was like super crazy. But from then on, like some of the drummers kind of like grew up and left or whatever, start playing at different churches. And then it was my cousin Ron, me, and this other dude named Robert Burton. And we would just kind of switch off like each song. And my cousin was like the, better drummer at the time. So he got to play all the good songs. And then he left all the like slow songs for me. But it was cool, man. And once I got older, probably like high school, I started playing for different churches. Like I would play at my home church, and then like halfway throughout the service, I would go play for another church and make some money. So that's how it all started, man.
And at my church, I wasn't really getting paid. I would just play for the love of it. I never really thought about getting paid or nothing like that. But the piano player at my church, her name was Charlie Mae Ralph. She would give me like $4 a Sunday. She would give my cousin like $10 and give me like $4 or something out of her own paycheck, which was super kind and super sweet of her. But hey, I took that money and used it for lunch money and stuff like that, and buy just different things. I would save it up. My mom would make me save the money up. But yeah, so my dad's friend called him and was like, hey, we need a drummer. So I started playing there in middle school, and they would give me something like $50 or something like that a Sunday. So I was so happy to, go over there. I would play at my church. I would play like praise and worship and stuff at my church, and then halfway through the service, I would go and play at the other church and finish out the service. And my church ran a long time, so by the time I got out of their church, I would go back to my church and play again. Yeah, black people church. So I was doing that for a while, and man, I just really, really love my dad because he really, really stayed on me and guided me, through my musical journey, as a youngster. I hate it when he did this, but every time I would play, not every time, but sometimes when I would play and I would get excited or whatnot, he would he would sit behind me or whatever, like cross or behind me. He would get his bass and get the headstock of his bass and poke me in my back. Like, hey man, watch your speed, man, watch your speed. And I'm looking like, man, why you embarrass me in front of everybody?
A lot of things are going to come naturally because it's in them, but also I taught them to, hey, don't be a clone of somebody else. Express how you're feeling at the time. Express if that person hit a chord and it make you feel a certain way. Put your little accent on it. Put into your drumming what you were feeling at that time when that chord was laid down. Don't be a clone of anybody. Yes, we have our musicians we love and we want to try to pattern ourselves after, so to speak. But you take what they do and expand on it. They may do a super lick. And you replicate it, but make it your own too. Take it and make it Timothy's lick, So yeah, definitely talking about expresses through music, but like I said, a lot of that stuff's going to come natural anyway for him.
if you think it's bad that a gospel drummer doesn't read music, maybe you should ask him, why don't he read music, or has anyone introduced music reading to him? Like, don't just assume like, oh, he's gospel, he doesn't read music, on to the next. No, you should really ask him, do he know first? If he doesn't, see why not? And if he's interested. And if he's not interested, leave it at that. Leave it there. But don't come down on us gospel drummers. Don't do it. We don't like it. Reading music, it's cool. But nowadays, I work with drummers who read music, and it's what they do. Like, they practice to they books. And then I come around and they like, oh man, forget these books. You're doing this stuff already. So, I mean, then I'm excited. Then I'm like, oh, so this is what it looked like on, oh, okay. So now I'm still learning. Different, it's just a growing process. But reading music is cool. It gets you jobs that not reading can get you.
It depends on what you're doing or what you want to do with your career. I'm really not a really good reader. I haven't done like any reading gigs since probably high school, because all the music I played really doesn't require me to read. But as I'm getting my reading up, you know. When people find out you can read music really well, you get more gigs, and those are the gigs that pay, you know, because most of the times those type of gigs don't require rehearsals. You just show up to the venue, pull out the sheet music, and just play. And then at the end of the night, you know, get that big check. You go home. So, yeah. Oh, really?
We didn't do what they did. We as a bass player, I don't know, 5, 6 bass players didn't come together and just start shedding. You know what I'm saying? It may be, one-on-one, but sometimes these guys, we have 5, 6 players, playing and stuff, just feeding off each other. Man, it's phenomenal, man. And I think that's great, man. I think it's great to see something like that. The young cats get a chance to see what they need to improve on. The more seasoned cats tell the young cats, what they can do to come back. Hey, no ego tripping, man. No ego tripping. It's just great to see that. It's great to see that, man.
I just pretty much try to have an open mind and feed off the other drummer that I'm shedding with. Notice I said feed off of him, not try to compete. A lot of the times people just try to, take that as an opportunity to try to just blaze the other drummer or just kind of show him up or whatever. Shedding's not about that. That's not the way I look at it, at least. I just try to have fun and just try to play what sounds good to me. I don't try to impress anybody or nothing like that.
I like the high energy praise music. That is so intense and it has so much feeling, and it brings this vibe of just a spiritual release, breakthrough, or however you want to look at it. It sends me over the top. It just gives me that drive.
asked him what was his ultimate goal. And he told me that he would love to travel the world playing the drums. He didn't say any specific kind, any specific genre. He wanted to travel the world and play drums. And another thing that stuck out was that he would love to open up his own performing arts studio and teach music. And I think that's phenomenal. And I would be right on board to help him out.
I would like to see his musical career go wherever he wants it to go. If he wants to be traveling around the world, if he wants to be playing for stars or known artists, I want him to be able to do that. And I don't want him to forget about God in the midst of that.
get that?
Yeah, buddy. Cool. Heck yeah. I mean, really. Tell them how you really feel. I mean, the sticks is in the ocean.
Man, you know what, man? Yeah. Somebody has a present now.
I'm going again. I'm going down there.
Hey, man, this is cool, man.
Yeah.
I was kind of struggling, but you know. Look at that. Look at that thing. Praise God. I don't know. I just always had it in me. Just drums, like, I don't know. There wasn't really a defining moment, like, where I thought, okay, this is what I want to do. It's just always was there. I mean, when I got in high school, I started playing football, and I really loved it. And I thought about being a, football player. But once I graduated high school, I was like, yeah, I want to do music. Like, this is what I wanted to do. And it's funny because the college I went to, took a couple courses there, music classes or whatever, and I took like a gym class or a weight training class or something like that. And the weight training coach was the football coach. He was like the head football coach of the football team, and they were a really, really good team. It was a junior college. They were like probably ranked #1 in the state or in the nation, I think, for junior colleges. And he was like, hey, Newton, why aren't you out there on the football field? Blah, 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 blah. I'm like, can't, man. I was like, I'm a drummer. And he's like, drummer? But yeah, so that's probably when I, decided to do music full time.
When I get excited, which is every time I touch the drums, but I just play, and I play to feel it. I just play for a feeling. And once I'm feeling it, you will know I'm feeling it. Faces will start twisting. You might hear some screaming. You might, just anything might happen, because it's just a good feeling. It just brings the best out of you. Just the drums, the rhythm. It's an awesome thing. Energetic, passionate, groovy, crazy, funny. It's just a mix of different stuff in there. It's all positive things. It's just a positive energy that's produced when I play.
My name is Tim Newton. Some of you guys know me as Figg. From San Diego, California, born and raised. I would just love to give a shout out to my mom, my dad, my brother, my sister, my grandparents, my cousins, Ron, Felisa, Tiffany, Marissa, all you guys. All my friends back home, Steve-O, Adrian, I know I'm gonna forget some people. Donnie, Josh A, everybody over there at Skyline Church. Everybody at Israelite Church of God in Christ. Thank you guys for nurturing me. Thank you guys for, everything. Thank SCPA School of Creative and Performing Arts. Where else? Everybody at Guitar Center in La Mesa, California. I thank you guys so much for all your help and support. Norm Leggio, I love you, bro. I know I'm gonna forget some people and they're gonna get so mad at me. I'm so sorry. I apologize now. Jamil, I love you. All my Voxer friends, Zach, Andre, Steve, Tom, Ashley, Bernetta, love you guys. I can't think of anybody else, but I love everybody back home. And I would just love to dedicate this DVD to my grandfather who recently passed away, Clarence Beasley. I love you, Papa. I love you. All right, peace.
I'm Fred Boswell Jr. from Milwaukee, Wisconsin. And I want to give shouts out first to Gerald Forrest for the opportunity to bring me and Figg together to do work on this project together. And secondly, I want to give a huge shout out to Tim Figg Newton for pushing me to an element that I could say nobody else has pushed me to, honestly. And I want to give a big old shout out to my family back home, Milwaukee, the Boswell Bell family, and Milwaukee too, the city I grew up in, I still live in currently. And shouts out to all my fans, growing fans, and support me. Support this DVD. Look for more to come. There will be a whole lot more material from Fred Boswell Jr. Thank you, Gospel Chops.